Hello, most amazing students. This is Brother Harold doing a quick screencast of the assignment, the financial ratio analysis template. For this assignment, you will need to start with a blank Excel workbook. You can help each other, but you must do your own typing in Excel. So there's 3 tabs here you can read. We're going to grab these right here. But the idea here is that we are creating a template, or a template, so that we can automatically create a dashboard report. This is very common in businesses to have dashboard reports so the managers can see various different ratios and different measurements. And the idea is to create something that will automatically populate. The first tab is called the dashboard. This is the one that we'd actually hand out to managers. So at the end of this, we'll make this pop and look nice. The second tab is called, by the way, I selected that tab, held down the control button, and clicked and dragged the tab over to create a new one, or you can right click on it. So we'll rename this, called calculations. I'm double clicking on the tab to rename it, and then I'll go ahead and drag it again and call this one data. And let's get rid of this, and actually let's get rid of all this. Okay, so there's a fresh sheet. I like to take off the grid lines. Certainly on the data tab, it doesn't matter if you have them or not, because this is more just for dropping in the data. So to grab the data, what we'll do is go to Capsum, and we will scroll down. There's a couple different bits of data that you need. One is the stock market summary. So we'll grab this, and this is the HTML version, not the PDF. HTML copies better into Excel. I'll select that, hit Control-C, and then I'll drop it in right there. Let's do it. Let me do it the other way around. I'm going to paste values. And then we'll go back to the fast track, scroll down to the financial summary, page 3. I select that area, hold down Shift, scroll down, and then click right at the very, very end of it. Click Control-C, copy that, and we'll paste special there also. We could try to right size this, but I'm not. It's probably a little bit better. Okay. For the purpose of this, I will pretend that I'm Andrews. So you're gonna pick whichever company you are, obviously. Now we're gonna go to the Calculations tab, and we will insert a few rows down below leverage. And on this tab, you actually kind of show the backup for the formula. So the formula for leverage is assets, or what should we say, total assets over total equity. Okay, and now what we'll do is click on this cell. We don't need the column that big. Click on this cell, type equals, go to the data tab, and go find the total assets. It's on the balance sheet. There it is right there. Once you've got that selected, you can see that it's filling in the formula right here. Then hit enter, and it'll take you back to the Calculations tab. It will do the same thing for total equity. Type equals, scroll down, click on the data tab, and go find the total equity. Oops, went too far. Right there, hit enter, and then we will do the formula in this cell, equals total assets divided by equity. And I'm using the arrow buttons because it's faster. I'll hit enter, and then I'm going to format that cell to be 1 decimal place, round it to the nearest decimal place. You just click the comma up there, and then that right there. And I'm also going to put it a border. I know the more shortcuts you know in Excel, the faster things are, by the way. And you can learn shortcuts by hitting the Alt tab, and you can see that it's H. We want to go to the Home tab because that's where the borders are. So you type H, and then on the next set of letters and numbers appear, and you see borders are B. So now I'm going to type B, and I want to use top, and so I'm going to type P, boom, and that fills it. That fills in that border. So we'll do the same thing for return on equity. And the formula for return on equity is it's return, so it's net income on or divided by equity, total equity, ROE. And we don't have, we'll do equals again, go to the data tab, go find the net income, which is all the way down the bottom. You can hit page down or arrow down, net profit, there it is. And then the net income we already have up here. So I'm going to click right here. I'm going to go into that cell and actually hit F4, which is going to put dollar signs on both the C and the 62. That'll lock in that or make it an absolute reference. Then I can hit enter, go back and hit Control C, arrow down, Control V to paste it in. And now we'll do the formula. Go down to this cell, do equals net income divided by total equity. I'll also put in a top border, and this one is going to be formatted as a percentage. We'll go to 1 decimal point. And we'll do one more. We'll do return on assets. I probably should put a row there. And that is, actually, we're just going to copy this whole thing straight down. Well, hold on. Let's go back to net income and throw in the absolute references, the dollar signs right there by hitting F4, hit enter. That'll save us some time. I'm going to copy that. What I did is selected that entire area, hit Control C, arrow down, and then Control V right there where I wanted to start. And this is return on assets, so it's net income divided by total assets. We'll do ROA. And the assets are already up here, so let's do the same thing there. Click there, hit F4, dollar signs, grab it, and then we'll copy and paste that down below. You may want to put some sort of formatting in here just to separate, oops, so you can clearly see the separation between the three rows. Maybe we'll do a little quick green color, and then if you hold Control down, you can select non-adjacent cells or non-adjacent rows or columns, and then you go down here and drag it and make it smaller, or you can right click and do row height, either one. So that those rows are shorter now, shorter height. All right, so that's kind of a better formatting, and we'll call this the calculations worksheet. And make it a little bit bigger font. Okay, I don't need that tab. There we go. Let me do one other one here, like the market cap, for example. I guess I'll copy this whole thing and insert it right below market cap. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that works, okay. Copy that down. Okay, so market cap is the, let's see what Capsum calls it. Control home takes you home. Well, that shares outstanding and the close price. So we'll use those terms. The close price and the, well, it's the number of shares outstanding. And then we'll do equals, and we'll go over the data and do close price is 19, not 34. Enter. Number of shares outstanding equals right there. Now these are formatted wrong. The close price should be a dollar, a dollar sign with 2 decimal points. You just hit the dollar sign up there on top. This is not a dollar. It should not have a dollar sign. So I'm going to hit the comma and remove the decimal points. Okay. And then the formula here is I should read market cap, and it is that times that. Enter. Whoa, big number. Let's hit the dollar sign and remove the decimal points, and there it still fits. So what Excel does, by the way, is that if it's too small if the column width is too small, it'll throw in these pound signs. So you can resize it if you want, but I knew what I needed to do, so I just hit dollar sign and made it smaller. That's the way I want to format it anyway. So there are, let me make this small so you can see this. So we've started the calculation tab. I've done these 3 ratios here and this 4th one here. You'll go in and fill in these other ones and go all the way to the bottom and do all of them. And now let's go to the dashboard. And on the dashboard, we'll flip back to iLearn. The dashboard says the first tab shows ratios with the answers with the description. Name this tab dashboard. Okay, so let's now go back. The answers will be here and the description will be here. So leverage, all we'll do is go to that cell right there and do equals. Go to the calculation tab and just click on that formula, right, that cell right there, hit enter, and it pulls it right in. ROE will do the same thing, equals to the calculations tab, grab the ROE, ROA equals calculations right there, and we'll go down to market cap equals 38 million. Ooh, maybe we should check that, double check. 38 million. Oh, yep, there it is, 38 million. Okay, back to the dashboard. So now let's format these, comma, 1 decimal point. These are percentages. Oops, 1 decimal point, and this is a $sign. You could put that in millions if you wanted to divided by oops, I need 1 more 0, don't I? So you could do it in millions if you wanted. If you want to do it like that, then you should put in millions. I'm right-sizing the rows, by the way, right there, highlighting, right-sizing them. So you can do it in millions if you want, or you could leave it in, you could leave it the other way too. But you want a $sign and remove the decimal points. So I'm going to leave it like that. That's how I like it. Your choice. Okay, so there's the number. And then we'll put an explanation, I think is what it asked for. So leverage would be the representation of the amount, maybe the relative amount of debt. The return provided to shareholders and the return on assets. Or you could put, this is a kind of an explanation to help you, to help the management team, the executive staff, return on assets, or maybe how much net income is generated by the assets. Anyway, some sort of explanation that kind of helps. And it does seem like we need to put some headers to make this more professionally formatted. So we'll put ratio. Now we'll call it an item. Not all these are ratios. So item, amount, let's see, let's call it amount. And explanation. And then I kind of like it to format it with all borders and center justify. Anyway, you might be able to figure out a better way to format it than that. That makes it a little more professionally looking. I'm just minimizing the screen there so we can see it all. I'm going to throw in, and whenever I do a dashboard, you always want to throw in your company logo. So I will go to let's go to, maybe we should do Capsum. Anyway, you can go to any website, click on your snipping tool, and grab the logo. Boom. And then go back to Excel and hit paste and paste the logo in there somewhere. And now you can do a print preview, and that's kind of messed up, so we'll do a page layout, orientation, landscape, and page setup, and fit to one page by one wide, one tall by one wide. Now we can go back to print preview, and boom, there it is. So there is your dashboard report. Maybe we put this over here to the right and call it dashboard report. Anyway, professionally format it. And put whatever logo you want, Apple, any company, throw it on there. And that is it. But you'll have all of these obviously filled in, every single one of those, all of those, everything on the calculations tab. And you've got it in a way that you can easily just copy and paste in these reports from the Fast Track report. So you could run this after any round and you'd see all your ratios super quickly. So hope that helps. Good luck.